Hello everyone and welcome to Numerical Linear Algebra and Programming tutorials. In these tutorials we present real and applicable knowledge of control engineering, optimization, numerics, machine learning, mechatronics, robotics, etc. In this video tutorial I will explain how to install and use the Eigen C++ library in Visual Studio Code that is often abbreviated as VS Code. Eigen is a very powerful C++ template library for linear algebra as well as for performing matrix and vector operations and calculations. This library is versatile, fast, and reliable. In addition to this, it is very easy to use this library. For example, you just need to include its header files in your code and that's it. If you're following my channel or if you're my subscriber, you have probably noticed that several years ago I made a video on Eigen C++ matrix library. In that tutorial that you can see over here, I explained how to install and use this library in Microsoft Visual Studio. However, many people, as well as my subscribers, have asked me for a tutorial on how to install and use this library in Visual Studio Code, that is, in VS Code. Since Microsoft Visual Studio and VS Code are completely different programming editors and environments, I need to create a completely new tutorial that will cover how to install and use Eigen C++ library in VS Code. And that's why I created this video tutorial. But before I start, I would like to make a few important remarks. First of all, it took me at least 10 or 12 hours to figure out how to install Eigen C++ library in VS Code. The main issues and challenges were how to include the header files of the Eigen C++ matrix library into the VS Code path. In addition to that, I had an issue with the Microsoft Visual Studio C++ compiler. I was not able to properly configure this compiler such that it can find the header files of the Eigen C++ matrix library. Eventually, after some struggle and some efforts, I was able to resolve these problems. And consequently, to save your time and to help you, I will thoroughly explain the complete installation procedure in this video tutorial. Since it took me a significant amount of time to figure out all the details and to create this video tutorial, I kindly ask you to press the like and subscribe buttons. Thank you very much. Okay, let's start. Our first step is to download the source code or the header files of the library. For that purpose, we will Google Eigen C++. Click over here, and over here we can find the stable release, that is the latest stable release. Let's download the zip file. Let's open this file. Press Ctrl C or unpack this archive and create somewhere on your C or D drive a folder. I will call this folder Toolbox, and inside of this folder I will paste my library. After the unpacking process is completed, we will see this folder. Double click. This folder contains all the source files. For us, the most important folder is Eigen folder. So double click on this folder. This folder contains all the header file. For us, the most important header file is this file, and we will include this file in our C++ code. The next step is to create an empty Visual Studio Code environment and project. To do that, click on Start and type Developer. You should see this app. This app is Developer Command Prompt for Visual Studio 2022. If you don't see this app after you click on Start and type Developer, This means that you don't have Microsoft Visual Studio installed on your computer. Microsoft Visual Studio is important since our VS Code editor will be using Microsoft Visual Studio compiler. Consequently, if you don't have the Microsoft Visual Studio, you most likely don't have the Microsoft Visual Studio compiler, and consequently, you will not be able to compile C++ code by following the procedure explained in this video tutorial. However, it's not the end of the world if you don't have Visual Studio installed on your computer. For that purpose, I created a video tutorial that will guide you through the process of installing Visual Studio and its compiler on your machine. Furthermore, this video tutorial will explain you how to install VS Code Editor and how to configure VS Code Editor such that it works with the Microsoft Visual Studio compiler. A link to that video is given in the description below this video tutorial. After watching that video tutorial and after completing all the installation steps, you will be able to see this app once you type developer. So let's click on this app. Next, let's create an empty folder for our project. For that purpose, let us go to the root folder and let's create a new folder over here. Let's call this folder test Eigen. Let's go to that folder. And obviously, this folder is completely empty. Next, we need to start the VS Code editor. To do that, we'll type code with a dot. And now magic happens. Here is our VS Code editor. Let's create our source file. We do that by clicking on New File, and let us specify the file name. The file name is test Eigen. And don't forget the extension .cpp, since this is a C++ file. Press enter and save this file in this folder. Here's our source file. It's completely empty. First, we need to set up the environment and compiler properties. That is, we need to create JSON files. In my opinion, the easiest way to do that is to write a simple C or C++ code and to compile such a code. So let's do that. First, we'll include iostream. Then we will type using namespace std. Then let's type int main. And let's simply return 0. Let's compile this code by clicking over here, compile, and let's choose the build and debug properties. That is, this will be our compiler, clx.executable. Let's run this code. And immediately you see the files over here, and you can see this folder .vscode. This folder contains this file, and this file is very important for properly defining and setting up the properties of our compiler. We're using the cl.executable compiler, and here are the arguments, or better to say the options of our compiler. We need to edit these options such that this compiler knows where the header files of our Eigen C++ library. First, I will add a comma over here, then I will press enter to start a new row, and over here I will define a path of my Eigen C++ folder. Let's verify this path. You can click over here. This is my C base folder. I'm clicking on Toolbox, and here's the path. So you can simply copy and paste this path, paste it here, and you can simply change a few things over here, copy and paste this one, and here it is. So this is our path, and this letter, capital I, tells the compiler to include this folder and erase the space, although I think that space doesn't matter. Now, Save this file and let's go back to our CPP file and let's run it. Let's see if everything is fine. So far, so good. Next, we need to create another JSON configuration file that will set up our environment. To do that, we press Ctrl, Shift, and P. I will repeat that again, Ctrl, Shift, and P, and this small window will pop up. Then click over here, and after clicking over here, you can see immediately that another file is being created in this folder. Here's the file. Next, let's click on this file and let's edit this file. The most important option that we need to change is this option, include path. And over here, after typing comma, we need to include our path. So here's the path of our toolbox. Save this file. Let's go back to the original source file. Let's try to compile and check if everything is fine. So far, so good. Okay, let's test our library. I will type include, and then I will start typing Eigen, and let's see what will happen over here. Eigen, you can immediately see that our environment is able to recognize the Eigen folder. Actually, this folder is a subfolder of this folder, and here is the Eigen folder. So I'm saying to our compiler, include the file dense. So I need to specify the path to that file, dense. Let us stop over here and think about this include statement. Go back to this include folder over here, and you can see that the base folder is Eigen 340. That is, we are including this folder. Now, we need to tell a relative path to our compiler with respect to that path, and the relative path is Eigen dense. So, we need to include inside of the folder the file dense, and that's exactly what is written over here. Let's see what's happening inside of this file. We can see that this file actually contains 7 include statements. We include in core, LU, Cholesky, QR, SVD, geometry, and eigenvalues. Basically, we are including a number of header files given over here. Next, we need to tell to our compiler that we are using the namespace Eigen. And now we should be all set. Let's test if everything is set up correctly. We can do that by typing matrix, and then we are specifying a few parameters. We are defining a matrix of floats. Here we specify dimensions of the matrix, and let's call this matrix matrix A. Then let's type something like this, set 0. Here we are defining a 3 by 3 matrix of floats, and we are setting its entries to 0. And next, let's print the matrix entries. Notice over here that I'm using this standard cout command or function to plot my, or basically to print my matrix entries. That is, you can see that this operator is being overridden inside of this library. Let's run this code and let's hope that everything will work as expected. Okay, perfect. So congratulations. Next, let us change the matrix entries. I will write this message. We are changing matrix entries. And let's do that. We can change the matrix entries by simply referring to the indices. For example, 0, 0 will be, let's say, 2. Matrix A01 will be 3. And matrix 2,1 will be 5, for example. What's happening over here? The indices in Eigen C++ matrix library start actually from 0. Consequently, matrix AA actually refers to the entry 1, 1. This is the entry 1, 2, and this is the entry 3, 2. Let's print this matrix after changing its entries. And let's see the result. Voila! Here is our new matrix with changed entries. Since I want to keep these video tutorials relatively short, I will stop at this point and I will continue with further explanations in my next video. Okay, that would be all for today. I hope that you liked this video. If you like the videos I create, please press the like and subscribe buttons. Thank you very much and have a nice day.